And we are live, part 2, take 2. So yeah, basically what I did there, just well, for those of you that may have missed the first hour of the stream, right? Is basically we were having a little bit of technical difficulties. I wiped for Battle Brothers and everything like that on our new run super early, so we figured it was a good little point for us to at least stop and try and fix our technical difficulties. So without further ado, we are back into the game, and this time Soro is now first and working on his chat. Now remember guys, boom, just like that, Sean's got the #1 badge because it's based off of chat rate and not just off of being here first. So yeah guys, keep whoever talks more is basically how that goes. It's based off of points, right? So that based off of what that looked like from what Sean posted in our chat, is that it's based off of who either talks more or like super chats give you points and everything like that. So yep, there you go. If you guys want to fight over rankings, that's how that's going to work. Okay, we're going to try the Oathtakers again. This time I'm going to be a little bit less ambitious, and we'll stick with a veteran high on Iron Man. Should be good. Should be good. I'm not too worried about it. Little humbling experience going into expert and then instantly like getting my teeth kicked in. So you know what? I'm just not quite ready for that yet. Not quite warmed up enough for that. You're confused? What are you confused about, Zoro? For gold, glory, and young Ansem. Okay. Let's take a look at our guys again, right? So we have Geralt the Devoted here, and then we have Donbert the Crusader. Ooh, Donbert has iron lungs. That's actually amazing on him. And then we've got Death Wish, so whatever. I missed the start of part 1. What's the premise of the Oathbreaker? So the premise of the Oathbreaker is that, you know how we have ambitions, right? Oathbreakers have oaths as well as ambitions. I'm pretty sure they have both. I think they have both. I could be wrong. I've definitely been wrong before, but I'm pretty sure they have both. We just didn't get far enough into the first part to actually see an ambition, right? But if you remember, ambitions are like, hey, go sell 25 trade goods, or hey, go become friendly with a town, hey, go recruit 12 units. That's what an ambition is. Well, this does not necessarily have an ambition. This has an oath. So it's like, hey, what you're going to do is just going to buff a specific part of the playthrough, but it's going to nerf another part of it. So when we first started that our first oath last stream gave us a bonus to utilizing shields, right? It gave us stronger shield walls and gave us more accurate shield bashes to push people away, but it meant that we couldn't move the first round of combat. We couldn't move at all. So basically the enemy got to get close and ride up on us before we were able to do anything. And that's honestly a big part of why I was having issues, is because I wasn't able to reposition. It's actually that arguably that was not a good one for me to pick. I probably should have picked the one that gave me less combat experience, but it is what it is. It's all in the past now, right? That part didn't happen. That part didn't happen at all. But yeah, that's essentially what the Oathbreakers do. They do things, and then they get bonuses for it. But yeah, first things first, we are hiring the thief. I don't even care about the rest of this. The rest of this is whatever for backgrounds. A fisherman wouldn't be terrible. A monk wouldn't be terrible. Torsten would be awesome, but guess what? I can't afford a $5,000 bro. Okay, a $4,000 bro, but I can't do that. That's way too much money. Can't even pretend that we could afford that. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I like this. I like this guy a lot. All right. Labricht. This is what you call a tank. This guy can dodge. He can dodge for days. Dodge forever. Range skill 42, maximum is 72, not terrible. 54, maximum is 74, not terrible. Okay, but both of those are not great. These are great. So now that I'm thinking, right? Okay, what am I going to build him in? This guy's going to be a dagger tank. I'm going to build Liebrecht into a dagger tank. He's going to have good armor. He's going to be able to dodge a lot, right? And then we are going to make sure that he's able to dagger down, and we're going to give him the backstabber perk, right? And he's going to be a dagger specialist, and I think we'll be okay. He's got enough initiative as well as fatigue to where we could opt for a dodge forge. I don't think that's the best option for him. What may be our best thing to do with him is to make him into a nimble dodge tank, and then give him potentially like relentless, and then essentially have him using his daggers like that, because nimble will make it to where he doesn't get hit very often. At least that's one potential way of doing it. You could always use a battle forge as well, but it's kind of a hit or miss on that. Yo, what's going on, Marcelo? How you doing, my man? Yo, what's going on, Andrew Smith? So yeah, but either way, super high defensive abilities here, and then he's got some decent initiative, so I think we're going to be okay. We will be okay with that. Geralf, let's go ahead and get you leveled up. Ooh, max roll melee defense. I'm actually going to take that. And we're going to get another max roll on melee defense. Honestly, I should probably not be taking all of these, but I'm going to, because why not? Yeah. I really think that was a dumb move, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then I'm going to give him recover, and then we're going to go gifted once again. And then we're going to give him more melee skill, because why not? I'm not going to take another max roll and resolve. I am going to pump up his range defense a little bit more, and we're going to give him some HP. No, we're going to give him fatigue, because he's actually kind of low on fatigue. All right. I'm feeling pretty good about at least the current state of our units that we have. We definitely need more units, and we definitely need some gear. 154 on cost for gear, kind of up there. It's due to them having ambush trade routes. We're going to go ahead and just take a look at everything. So drive off some brigands for 470 crowns. I'm going to think about that. Caravan, a day to the east for 150 crowns. And what's the 2-star? Deliver a package, a day to the northeast. All right. Okay. We've taken a look at the contracts. We've at least taken a look at the recruits. We've picked up one recruit. Let's look at the map and see what we got here. What are we working with, right? So where we're currently at, we have chronic, whatever the hell that is. And we really only have like amber here, right? And like an herbalist grove, which will give us some better meds. Why not make him a sergeant? This guy? Yeah, no, this guy's definitely going to be a sergeant. Don't get me wrong. He will be a sergeant. I should not, like, when push comes to shove, I should not be upgrading his melee defense. But I like having at least a good 15, like 13 to 15 melee defense on this guy, or on most of my backliners, and the off chance they do get caught. Because I'm definitely not perfect at the game by any means. So if you guys are watching this because you think I'm good at the game, just want you to understand, I'm not good at the game. I'm not good at the game at all. I don't know if you can hear me whispering over the game itself, but I ain't that. But because I am prone to making mistakes, or just not even necessarily mistakes, but I just do dumb shit because I'm lazy, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm just like, oh, well, I don't want to take the time to actually think this through. I'm just going to go and bleh. Because I do that, I like to give myself room for error. And that's why I do it. So, if you want to min-max the game, don't do what I do. By any means. Anyway, back to our little map scouting. Osterstrand, useless. Nothing good there. Sand Camp, not really anything good there. Good news is they both have docks, right? They both have ways for ports in the sea. A lot more ports here. Okay, my W key. I need a new keyboard. My W key does not want to work for me. Okay, so way out here in the boonies, we have whatever that is. Schotzheim. Okay, I give up on pronouncing these things. I'm going to butcher every single one. But we do have a salt mine and a gem mine over here. So this is actually where we kind of want to go. But the problem is it's so fucking far away from everything else. And that kind of sucks. Not going to lie. That really sucks because that's where the valuables are. We could make a lot of money. But going there and then having to go all the way back to the next closest, like even the next closest town is probably going to be a 2-day journey from here to there. That's probably 2 days. So let's see if there's anything that's closer that has better goods, or at least similar goods. Looks like we got a swampy area here, so we'd be able to probably find some cultists around there. Same thing with here. They both are peat towns. And Dryfelden doesn't really have much. Over here we have a lumber area. We've got some ruins at this keep, which we don't want to really try to buy stuff at a keep anyway. Same with over here. We have a lot of keeps in the north. It doesn't look like we have too many keeps in the south or middle areas. There's a keep over here off to our east. We have a copper and iron vein to our east, and then that's wow. Okay. It looks like the best place for us to go for trade goods immediately is going to be here at Trogan. Yeah, and then Rheinberg would also be good because we've got we have 2 copper mines, right? We have one here. So we can get copper. Copper is like an earlier level trade good for the most part. When it comes down to our southern areas, this place doesn't even have a fucking road going to it. You have to literally go across these fords. Okay, I sure hope this one does not have the arena. The good news is this one could potentially have an arena, and having the arena on a port would actually be very beneficial. Be very beneficial. Latest version champion seems to be greatly improved. Battleforged tank 80 HP with 320 armor helmet was one-shotted with a northern mace, hit the body. Oh my god. Bro, that's terrifying for me. I don't play modded Battle Brothers simply because I have not relearned the game enough for me to feel like I want to play modded. If I get to the point where I'm playing, and I'm just like getting bored of it, or I'm like, yeah, no, I've beaten every single like background and whatnot, I actually want to like start exploring modded, then I'll get into it. But I mean, I know that there's a Legends is a really popular mod. I mean, that's been around forever. I'm not too informed of all the different mods that are out there, to be honest. So that's something that I'll have to look into eventually. But once again, I'm not super interested in modding my game yet, simply due to the fact that I just feel like I haven't played enough of the vanilla with all the DLCs that there are currently. But having a full Battleforged unit, getting one-shotted, it's honestly a little terrifying. Okay, so once again, let me do a refresher on the contracts. Trogan about a day to the east, right? And then we've got a drive out the brigands, which I don't think we can do, at least not without hiring and whatnot. And then this is a Dryfelden. So Trogan is actually one of the places that we want to go to. So that's what we're going to grab. We're going to grab Trogan and we're just going to head out. Okay. You're talking about vanilla? Do you mean I'm stupid? You're talking about barbarian champions, aren't you? I thought you were talking about champions mod. You're talking about barbarian champions, right? The big motherfuckers that are out there. They got the skull on them, like they got the skull border underneath, right? And then it's like, hey, don't pass go. Do not collect $200, right? Yeah, those things. Yeah, those things are terrifying in the first place. Getting one shot at 80 HP and full Battleforge armor with a hit to the body by I mean, that's a lot of armor pen, but what? Bro. I'm not gonna lie, I would probably shit a brick. Okay. King of the North. Yeah, there we go. Okay, see, the last time I played Battle Brothers and actually kind of knew what I was doing was when Lone Wolf and like the Northern Raiders and everything came out. So I was familiar with Barbarian Champions, at least somewhat. It's just I didn't think that that's what you meant for some reason. That's terrifying. Maces and hammers are disgusting against fucking armored Battleforge units, though. All right, Sean, this is what we're talking about when it comes down to the camp, right? I mean, not the camp, but during your oaths and whatnot. So, what this will give us, right, is Oath of Wrath. We have a 15% chance to hit when using two-handed or double-gripped melee weapons, and their attacks will always cause fatalities if able. However, we lose 5 melee defense and 10 range defense. Okay, so all of our guys become easier to hit, and we do more damage unless we're using a shield. Okay. Oath of Sacrifice. So none of your men take any crowns as wage. Your renown will increase, which means higher pay for contracts and potentially unlocking new types of contracts, and you gain extra renown for suffering no more than 6 combat injuries, but your men will not heal injuries. Okay. And then we have Courage, Oath of Valor. So your men will never flee while in battle, and your renown, but you gain 15% less experience. So, not healing from injuries or 15% less experience. I mean, honestly, it's not terrible. Oath of Sacrifice. I'm actually, I can't check my stats while this is up. I have to pick. Not healing from injuries for how long is this? Okay. It doesn't tell me how long this is. If it was only like 2 days, I wouldn't care. Okay. Something tells me this isn't 2 days and this is gonna be like 10. That's gonna suck. All right. We're gonna take 15% less experience. That's what we're doing. Temples will they'll treat the injuries, but I don't think it'll heal it. But we can, I mean, we could have tested it, but I wasn't gonna do that. Oh yeah, it was 10 days. There's no fucking way. Not being able to heal for 10 days? Bro. No thanks. I choose life. That is what that is. Wasn't it like 9 days? Yeah, it was long. Long time. All right, we are now in Trogan, and Trogan has a contract for us of scouting some way to the east and around the region of Soulsweald. So we can do that since it's the middle of the night anyway. Where is Soulsweald? It's over here. We're going to pray that it's around hills, or maybe we run into it before we even like get to the hills, right? Potentially. Who knows? I don't. Obviously no one else does, otherwise we wouldn't be having to go look for it, right? Oh, there's a hill right here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Boom. Instant. Yeah. See, that was it. That was it. Whenever you guys get scouting missions, pro tip from a non-pro, go check out, go step on hills or like mountains. It gives you more view range during the day, and then you'll be like, oh hey, that's where it is. Don't go wandering around on like on your feet in like the woods and shit. It's gonna take you forever to find anything. After 10 days, you get a new set to choice from, or is it like an event that triggers randomly? It's basically every 10 days you get a new oath. It's a constant thing that just changes your mechanics. Gives you a lot of renown, though. All right. The good news is since this place is well supplied, a lot of our stuff's actually pretty cheap. Bad news is we need more units, and I'm going to hire this guy. What's our brawler looking like? He's looking like garbage. He's got short footing, but he's still looking like garbage. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. I need some gear. First and foremost, we need gear. And there's not much gear here. We're going to buy a shield. Ouch. Buy a spear, buy a bludgeon, and a buckler. And that is, that's kind of all she wrote. Not going to lie. Okay. 54. This is the one that I want to have stay alive for the love of God. But just the buckler will get him up there. And then we have 24-17 and 22-16. Guess what? That's very comparable defenses, and I'm okay with that. Albert, you're getting this. You are getting that, as well as... Honestly, no, I'm just going to leave you with the dagger. That's fine. And we'll hold on to the bludgeon for somebody else. We need better armor, but let's go on a trip for this one. We're gonna go up to here. Saddlefest? Yeah, we're gonna go up to Saddlefest. Okay, we should get a decent price for the copper up here. Realistically, we definitely could have gone down to Rheinberg, but we wouldn't have been able to turn around and sell at Rheinberg. Now we're going up against Raiders. That's not good. Oh yeah, I'm not fighting this. Fuck no. We are not fighting this. We're running away. That's what is happening. We are RUNNOFTing. Like, good freaking bye. I do not care. We are running. We are not fighting this. This is a really good way to instantly wipe. And if I'm not careful with how I'm pathing, so if I were to just hit the retreat button, most likely we're screwed. Okay, like the auto pathing will get one or more of our guys killed. So that's why we're not doing a lot of this. That's why I'm being a little bit more strategic in how we move. But yeah, we're easily running. Easy fight, Marcelo. You get out of here, man. This ain't easy. This game ain't easy. This game makes me cry. This game is like what gives me nightmares at night or during the day. There's no daydreams. I just think of like, how am I going to, not look like an idiot whenever I play Battle Brothers on stream the next time. And now we hit the retreat button. And we gone. We're out of there. I just wanted to sell some goods, but no, got brigands fucking popping up saying bonjour, buenos dias. All right. Marketplace. Oh, hey, look at that. We got paid. We're getting paid for that one. Okay, that was worth it. Oh, a dog. Ooh, okay. So we have some opportunities for gear, right? Yeah, okay. Decent opportunities for gear. We have a little bit of money. Not a lot. We can't go spend happy. Man, I want a hedge knight. I just wish I could afford a hedge knight, or even a sellsword would be kind of nice. So taking a look at what we have available, I'm going to hire our farmer. Yes, we're hiring the farmer. I have to hire this guy. You want to know why I have to hire this guy? Because his name is freaking Anselm. Mind you, the Crusaders, the Oathtakers, literally worship a prophet named Anselm. Okay? Like, I have to. That's a randomly generated name from their pool. I have to hire him. I just have to. Farmer and the butcher. The butcher's definitely good. Farmer is bright, 10% bonus experience, and an iron jaw. That's not too bad. Stats, not that great. All right, Anselm, you have the best. You have a name that's fated for this. The perfect name for this run. For the love of God, roll well. Please have good stats. Okay. I mean, okay. How can you fire a false prophet? How can I hire a false prophet? You know what? You might be right. That might be why his stats aren't that good. They're not terrible. They're just not great. We have 1,000 crowns. We can afford it. Let's grab the butcher as well. Butcher, redeem us. That is not a redemption. That is not a redemption. That is more fodder. Okay. Well, I will say this. Trash handsome. Yeah, we're not doing too hot when it comes down to troop quality here, guys. I'm not gonna lie, we ain't looking too good. All right. Do I even want to buy leather tunics? We need some form of weapon, right? So we'll buy a knife because that's a really dangerous thing. We'll buy a buckler. We gotta stretch our money a little bit here. Bludgeons are cheap. Okay. I don't really want to buy a sling, even though it wouldn't be terrible because it's got like unlimited ammo. It doesn't actually take from our ammo pool. That's the cool thing about the slings. The bad thing about slings is that they're fucking awful. They're just straight up not good. But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that is the play. I think that's what we do. We take Lebric's gear off, right? And we're gonna buy him a sling. He has not good, but he has passable range stat, right? And I'm not gonna build him as a ranger by any means, but I need him to level up before I can put him, because he's good, right? Like he's got potential to be a really good tank. I don't want him to die because of that. Okay. The rest of these guys I kind of don't care about. Take a hedge knight on credit. Can I just be like, hey, homie, I promise you I'll hire you. I'll even take like I'll give you 30% of all of my loot until I pay you off. 30%. You can have 30% off the top of contracts, off of the price of all the loot. You get first dibs on loot from camp busting. You take it all. Please. Like, you can't afford me. All right. Espen, club, boom. Sigurd, club, buckler, boom. Ansem, club. And then Aldbert versus Espen. Honestly, I think Espen's got better potential. I mean, yes, kind of. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's about even. I'm gonna be real here. It's about even. So it'll be fine. And then you get a knife, and you also get a knife, and we're just gonna wing it at this point. Albert, you get a little doohickey. And I'm going to give you the Fangshire just because, well, why not? It gives you night vision and you've got a staff sling thing. And now we're going to walk all the way down here to Rheinberg and pray to God we don't get mugged by bandits. We're going to get mugged by something. Oh, look. Brigands. Can I third party you? Can I get you third partied? I think I can. Not when I okay. Oh no, these are raiders. These are still raiders. If we could win this, it'd be so huge. We would get so much gear from this. We're not going to do it, but it would be huge. We're going to retreat. That was a maximum roll for thief on ranged. Really? What are you doing? Geralt, you're a fool. This is why you don't hit the retreat button. Geralt's dead. And we don't get any of his gear back. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That upsets me. That upsets me so much. I think we actually lost our banner for that too. We lost all of that. That's so infuriating. Auto-pathing strikes again. Was there a point in him doing that? No. This is why I always recommend running to the edge of the map before you hit the retreat button. That's why I did it last time. I just saw that the map didn't look that confusing, so I figured the AI would pathfind better. But that's what you get for assuming. You lose your second best unit. Your highest leveled unit just had second best armor. That is absolutely, like, depressing. That is so unfortunate. But that's okay, because we're going to get something out of this. God. Smells like a restart. It honestly is restart worthy, but I've already restarted this once. I'm not going to restart it again. Oh, shit. Okay. You. Dagger. Good. Yes. Good. Good. I want you guys to take out all of them. I'm going to freaking... I'm going to do something to this guy. Attempt to do something to this guy. I'm going to miss everything I do throw at this guy, but I'm going to do it good. Okay. He moved. Good. I think we'll be fine because we have the militia here, right? You've been punished for hiring a false prophet? Exactly. We've been punished for it. I didn't see anything. It's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. We could totally restart. I almost alt F4'd, but we're playing Iron Man, and that goes against the entire premise of Iron Man, guys. This is what happens when you worship the false prophet Ansem. I need to give him the title false prophet. I'm gonna be real here. We did not get the stun off. That is absolutely horrendous, but that's okay. I really want for us to somehow get his armor, but it may not happen. It may not happen. I would love for us to somehow get the footman armor, but I don't think that's a possibility. And I'm just going to go for the kill at this point. I honestly don't care enough about his armor to where it's worth me risking losing a lot of my units, because if they start running, then it's game over. It's GG, right? He missed young Ansem twice? Or just standard Ansem twice? What? Genuinely surprised about that. Okay. Give me a stun, please. That'd be great. There's a stun. There we go. I'm feeling much better now. There we go. Good hit. We're doing things. Boom. We got a kill. We had a kill, and Ansem got the kill. But we got a hand axe and we got some money. Was it worth us losing our bannermen? No, not at all. But Ansem at least got the Oh my god, I'm 1 away. False prophet. The false prophet. We at least got the hand axe. But yeah, that was a rough one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty upset about that. But it is what it is. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep tonight after that one. Welcome to Battle Brothers. What was I just saying about Battle Brothers being brutal? All right, Reinberg, I need your copper. So please give me some work that isn't hard. Give me some easy work, please. What? Okay, we have a mine cave in. No, that sucks. We need to go find something? I can definitely do that. Way to the east and somewhere around the regions of Mumbling Sands. So we have to go to the desert. And I don't even know where the Mumbling Sands are. I'm assuming it's somewhere in here. Oh, there's Mumbling Sands right there. So we're just going to walk straight through the mountains here overnight. And then we're going to go right to the top of this mountain over here. And pray. Pray. See it? Oh, tragic. Absolutely tragic. We're going to go to this hill now. Now we're going to go to this hill. Nope. This hill. There it is. Found it. We found it. We're going to head back. Okay. So there's a ramshackle cottage here, and that looks like it's got a greenskin banner of some sort. So I think those are some orcs there. You know, I always hear about camp busting in the desert, super early game. So that may be something that we try. It's probably not going to go too well for us. I'm going to be real here, but it's something to think about. Day to the northwest at Gemmenstadt. So I think that's where we started. But we can do that. We can do that for just some quick money, right? Oh, yeah, it's right up here. So camp busting. You know what? Andersmith should probably know. Andersmith, how easy is it to camp bust in the deserts early on, like day 5, right? Because if I remember correctly, camp busting is actually like the biggest way to jumpstart your actual game. Like that separates the men from the boys, so to speak, right? Collectors as well as well supply. Okay, what we got going on here? A day to the east. Okay. And then we have this, which is back in Reinberg, which works because Reinberg is where we're going. We gotta head back there. We gain extra renown for winning battles when you're outnumbered. 0 out of 4. Well, we haven't done that yet. Sounds to me that you should do some stupid stuff. All right, man. Sounds like we need to do some stupid stuff. Let's go get us some gear. Can we go to Reinberg, please? Where I clicked, or did I just misclick and start going off on a wild adventure? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there's an armor here. Ooh, everything's so expensive. I don't like that. We got any cheap armor here? No. This town sucks. So I kind of want to buy some tools here, but I know better. And hiring would just give us a miner, and we don't necessarily need a miner. Yeah. Okay. Hikma? Yeah, let's head down to Hikma. We're just going to send it. We're going to go down there. We're going to see if we can get any, like, easy things to do, right? Some potential work, or some cheaper armor, because that's the next best thing for us. Okay, so we have several contracts here. The arena is here. That's great. That means we don't have to do too much. The incense dryer. So that is us retaking it for 290 crowns. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's take a look at this. This is 80 crowns and 340 for us to drive off nomads. Okay. And then we have a 2-star contract, which is caravan to the, going to the north for 2 days. Okay. So, first things first, let's take a look at our men. Are we in a position to where we can actually take on that many enemies? 54, 50, 56. A lot of these guys are not going to have great... Oh my god. Okay. We'll figure it out. We're going to give Ansem, the false prophet, the axe of the guy he killed. And we are going to go retake the incense dryer. Write upon this paper the location of treasures which you cannot find elsewhere. Attack us, and I shall take my family's final heirlooms to the grave and grasp my final breath, not in concern with such lost riches, but with the breath to the fierce fire of freedom itself. Okay, so we now have access to the mossy ruins, and we pissed off Hikma. That's okay. It happens. So now we're going to go try to take care of the nomad shelter to the southeast. And we do have not really that good of prospects for recruits. We don't really need recruits, though. We need food, first and foremost. And then we need gear. That's actually not a bad piece of armor for fairly cheap. Head wraps and whatnot, not the best case scenario for us, and we're not honestly looking too hot on like actual gear here. Take a look at a weaponsmith. Yeah, it's not looking too hot. So everything's pretty expensive, but that's also because we just pissed off the guys for the most part, right? So we just pissed off everyone here because we freed the indebted that we were literally just paid to a crush. So yeah. First things first, we're going to go take a look at the mossy ruins. Ooh, we have some nomads here. Cutthroats and then slingers. I can't remember what the rankings are for nomads. Are cutthroats the easy ones, or are those like the upgraded versions of them? So there's some and then a few, which means it's most likely going to be 4 and 2 for a split. Let's give Anselm at least a buckler. And it's 6v6, right? It's maybe our best bet, honestly. I guess we have to fight it, right? Or at least take a look-see at it. Okay. So, yeah, the Nomad Cutthroats are the weaker versions. I think it's like Outlaws or whatever that are the better versions. So what we're going to do is we are going to take, I want to say 2 steps back. 2 tier? They're the 2nd tier? So what's the weakest one? So they're stronger than thugs. So they're equivalent to raiders, or are raiders not tier 2? I view raiders as tier 2, but I mean, I've been wrong before. Oh, right. And there's 2 slingers, so they're probably not going to push up beyond their slingers now that I think about it. Let's see if we can get lucky. Nope. Let's try it again. Hey, we got a hit. Nice. They may also get a hit, to be honest. Like that. That's rough. Well, we're outnumbered now. I should not have hit. That was a dumb idea on my part. Now I can hit for this guy, or at least attempt to. That's terrifying. Bro, are we gonna get dusted again? We are not looking very hot right now. I will say that. My mistake. Outlaws second tier. Oh, okay. I was actually like super concerned for a second there. I was like, oh, dude, I'm screwed. This formation is absolute ass. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Okay, cool. Okay, that helps. That does not. Take a step up. Get a hit in. Good. It's a good injury. He's dead. Yep. Yeah. Kind of figured that was coming. That's unfortunate. All things considered, we're not doing terrible yet. We're not looking too hot either. Can I step? Thank you. Come on. 40%. Hit me. Get it. Oh, damn. He's dead. This is not looking too hot. I'm not going to lie. We're not looking good here. Let's swap over to a dagger. We're going to go for the 56 versus the 62. I would really like for us to hit the 62, I'm not going to lie, and try to trigger a morale check, which we did, which is really good for us. That was actually exactly what we needed. So now, what we need to do is we actually need to move. Take one step down. Get him weaker, right? Go for the kill. We got the kill and a morale hit. Okay, we got a hit there. That's good. That's real good, actually. He's dead. Yep. Which sucks because he was the one I wanted to keep, right? But it is what it is. We've got these guys split, which honestly isn't the best positioning move on my part, but I can deal with it. Okay, this guy dies. Okay, that guy dies. Donbert. Push to assist. We pierced his hand. That should make him harder for him to actually get us. Okay, so far so good. Go for the kill. Good. Donbert starts pushing. Aldebert is going to walk away as best he can. And he takes off running. It's over. All of our units died. We got the Fangshire back, but that's because you always get it back. We got a... I don't think we really came out ahead on that. I'm going to be real here. I don't think we did. I mean, we got XP at least, but damn. That was rough. I prefer getting normal shields, spears, and 65 to 90 armor before starting fighting on Iron Will. For every fighter. That's fair. Okay. A wise one once said expert is horrible. I'm glad I didn't going to restart anyways. Boys got sleepy. Oh my lord, dude. That was a little on the rough side, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Well, we only have 2 guys now, right? And we are looking a little rough on gear. We're looking a little rough on monies and everything like that. We have no people. We have no people whatsoever. But we survived like our first full fight, which is really bad. But man, I really didn't want to lose like a Dawnbird here with his iron lungs, man. Iron lungs is something else. I kind of want to give him a range defense increase, but honestly, -8, like that's just so bad. Well, he's just going to be a Battleforge guy. And hopefully he doesn't get just massacred by crossbows. He did not roll the best when it comes down to hit points or anything like that, but I think we'll be okay with how high his initiative is. We'll be able to, you know, help him out a little bit. Let's give him Colossus. Okay. The good news is the false prophet's gone, right? And I think the false prophet's actually what was causing all of our issues. Definitely not the commander or anything like that, but it's 100% the false prophet, guys. So just remember that. And a staff sling versus a nomad sling. Nomad sling is actually better than the staff sling, so we'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, that was 100% an issue with the false prophet joining our party. That's never should have hired the false prophet. But I think we're okay otherwise. We're going to hire a day tailor. We're actually going to hire 2 day tailors, and we should be okay. Easy, right? Look at that. See, based. That like it was all according to plan. We've got Shuriad, who's back here with 55, 3-star melee skill. It's excellent. That's what a 35 potential addition. So we're looking at what 90 max melee skill. That's yeah, 94 with gifted. No, 93 with gifted. My bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then he's got the resolve and he's got the hit points. This man is going to be our new bannerman. It's going to be a really good bannerman. I can feel it. I can taste it. But yeah, so we need to get this guy to where he's not going to die, right? And then this is going to be just someone that we can put on the front line. And we're going to take this guy's gear off for the time being. So we can at least give Yazid a fighting chance, right? Armor and money-wise, there's no armor here, right? There's nothing here really for us. We can just sell a bunch of stuff. And by a bunch, I mean a few things. And we're kind of just praying at this point. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say what? What are we not supposed to do? What am I not supposed to say? You've got me a little concerned now, friend. Friend. I need you to say it for me. What was I going to say? This is gonna be my favorite word. Is it the word that I think it is, Sean? What was I gonna say? He's going to die his first fight. Oh yeah, you're right. He will. He probably will. Now that you say that, yeah, he most definitely will. So we're gonna take a step forward with Yazid, right? Then we're gonna take a step forward, Dawnbird. Go for a hit. Beautiful. Yazid. Hit. Missed. Rough. Okay. That's bad. That is awful. Probably the worst fucking thing that could have happened. That's really bad. Super fucking bad. We're gonna do something really dumb with Shuriad. God, don't die. die. Fuck. Bro, this is so bad. Oh my god. And here's the restart. And this is around the time when I would normally say, hey guys, we're gonna start playing like an emotional Titanic flute song going on right now, because this is death. This is what death looks like. I just want you all to understand this. So Dawnbird here has 22 melee defense. He's not been dodging very well, right? Yep, there it is. Yep. That's a oh wait, it's not a wipe yet, because we still got freaking Aldebert in the reserve. Yeah, it's a restart, guys. That's a retire right there. And on that note, I'll be right back. Soon he'll see Ansem. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. That one was kind of rough. I'm having a little bit of a toughie when it comes down to this this start. Like, let's be honest here. Oathtakers is kind of kicking my ass. And I even tuned it down to veteran instead of expert, but that's okay, because third time's the charm, right? That's well, damn. Battle Brothers is not kind with its AI rolls. No, it's not. Mind you, that guy, whatever, our guy that had actual heavy armor on, his melee defense stat, it was like mid-20s, which against most early game enemies should be fairly high. Should be pretty good for that. Obviously it doesn't matter. But yeah, is what it is. So, oh my god, he's an athletic old man. He's freaking ripped, guys. All right, Ulrich. Surely I won't, I honestly, I kind of blame the false prophet. That was 100% the false prophet's fault, everybody. Just so we're all tracking here, right? Just so everyone's tracking here. That was 100% because we took a false prophet. We cannot take a false prophet anymore. Remember this. We lost our Iron Lungs guy. This guy actually rolled pretty terrible. But his range defense, never mind. His range defense is only not -2, but still, not the best. expert is the best experience. Homie, you want me to okay, you know what? We're early. We're early. We're super early. I actually got 8 points for that. I got 8 points for that instead of 0. See, guys, we're making improvements. Let's just do expert real quick. We'll do it. Why not? Send it. YOLO. All right. A magnet for bolts. All right. Oh, great. He's short-sighted, old, and irrational. This is awful for a bannerman. Absolutely freaking awful. Okay. But whatever. I'm not a huge fan of how bad this guy is, but we'll make do. We will make do, right? Like, that's what we got to do. And we're going to give him Colossus, even though he's old. Old is a terrible trait, by the way. If you guys can ever help it, don't get old. Don't read into that too much, Soro. Soro's the old man of the chat. Soro's just like, I'm driving home from work and I'm catching strays. Like, you're a fucking asshole. He's like, what did I even do? Thanks, dick. All right, let's see here. 15% less experience, 25% fewer crowns by gaining 10% more experience. Oh, look at that. You know what? That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. We could hire some people. A good old rat catcher. I do like rat catchers quite a bit. They're not bad. They're definitely a serviceable background. They make pretty interesting fencers with their really high initiative. Okay. Caravan, a day to the southeast. All right, we're gonna scope out all of the contracts, right? I should have scoped out that last one, but whatever. The Scald, I have no idea where that's at, but it's to the southeast, so I'm assuming we're just gonna head this way. And potentially find us like a little hill, right? Fallen Star. Okay, that's one of the holy sites. Nope. We did not find it. It's probably... Oh, it's just to the south. Okay, not to the southeast. Is this my first expert run? No, it's not. It's not even my first expert run today, but it's definitely a 30 crowns. No, I don't need that. I don't know how far to the south it is. I don't want to spend too much time looking for it either. If that guy pops up again, we'll have to go take a look at it. All right, we found it. 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 Cool, cool, cool. I'm 35. My niece said I'm old and my taste in music's dad rock, 80s to 2000s rock. You can't be taking shots at me like that. I was about to say something. You know you love me, Soro. At least on Fridays. All right. We need to follow the tracks and return the demonic statuette. Okay, we can do that. We can definitely do that. I want to hire people before we do that. So let's hire Wolf real quick. Wolf the rat catcher. Not the best, but I've definitely seen worse. Okay. Alvar the day tailor, we will hire as well. And Till the beggar. Till the beggar. Not great, but honestly, I wasn't expecting much for 30 crowns. And Alvar, bro, you're greedy. How are you greedy? What on earth? Why are you greedy? Okay. Can't. I'm not the old man in the chat. I'm only 34. Soro, homie, you gotta be honest with yourself. You swap those digits around on Fridays when I'm not streaming War Tales. That's only because hey man, you got to be somewhat nostalgic about War Tales, because remember, that was the first game you ever saw me play. That's what made you find me on Twitch. Yeah, that's right. That's right, everybody. I said Twitch. Sorrow's known me for a while. There is an abuse. If searching for a camp on quest, you can leave to the menu and return to game. It will trigger an event with a clue where to search for free or for 30 crowns. Oh, okay. Clyde's just a baby in comparison to us. All right. Okay, guys. I'm not that young, all right? And I'm just like, I'm only turning 30 this year. So I'm not, I'm getting there. I'm turning 30. But then again, I mean, I'm not, you know, like 34. All right. Honestly, we're just gonna grab some padded coats. We're gonna grab a little bit of whatever we can get our hands on, right? Yeah, get a couple cheap spears here, a couple shields. I really want to buy this helmet, but that's way too expensive. We are gonna buy a throwing net though. I'm very happy with the throwing net. I kind of want to buy a throwing spear because this sounds dope. It just sounds so OP, but I know better because our guys just aren't good enough to use it. All right, 67 versus 73. So Henrik, honestly, I'm legitimately like considering making Henrik a frontliner for the time being, just so we have someone who can actually fucking hit on the front line. But Ike, or whatever his name is, okay, Ike the dog. Yeah, we'll give you a little pen knife. Why not? Alvar, you're getting this. You, Wolf, are also getting a malicious spear. Out of all my recruits, who do I like the most? I honestly think I like Wolf the most. I like Wolf the most simply because Alvar is greedy, and I'm not a huge fan of that. That being said, yeah. And then Till, I need to get Till something, right? And then you are getting this. Till, you are getting this. And we need to get Till a weapon of some fashion. That will work. Till. Nope. That. Cool. And that's 5. That's 10. I think you're wearing a 10. You are wearing a 10. That works for me. I don't want these. I should buy something, but I'm not going to. All right. That's true, Clyde. It is nice, but you've played too much of it this year. You know what? I would say that you're right. Actually, I don't even know. What? Hold up. I'm gonna have to tab out for a second here. I gotta check this. What episode are we on when it comes to War Tales? What episode of War Tales are we on? Yeah, we're probably up there. We're at least on episode 12, aren't we? Yeah, we're like on episode 12 or 13 probably. So if it's 12 or 13, then that means that we've done that. Basically half of our streams have been War Tales this year, going off of that, which is a lot, especially because that is a like kind of a painful playthrough, the way that we've got it set up too. It's really tedious, so we haven't actually gotten super far into the game either, which is really unfortunate, which means that's going to be a really long live stream series in general. So yeah, we should probably that's why I'm trying to throw in like Battle Brothers and some other stuff here. And since Bannerlord actually I don't know if you guys saw my post, but it seems like Bannerlord's a DLC drop got delayed quite a bit, like sometime in the fall. It was originally supposed to get dropped in like a week, so that's really unfortunate. But we might just do a Bannerlord playthrough as well at some point, or do like a shorter Bannerlord stream series. There's a few other things that we can look into, but anyway, there's plenty of replayability with Battle Brothers right now. Last week was episode 12. Oh, okay. Episode 4521. maybe in total. There's a lot of War Tales content on this channel. That's why so many people are like, oh yeah, we like your War Tales content. And I'm like, I mean, that's all I freaking do. I want to do other stuff too. That's all I freaking do. All right, we're gonna go do this demonic statuette thing and pray to God we don't wipe. For the love of God, let's not freaking wipe. Don't know why I keep wiping. I don't know. Don't know why I'm so bad at this game. I blame the start. On a real note, I am actually not a fan of starting off with one unit that has really good armor. I'm not a fan of Lone Wolf start for that reason, believe it or not. It's going to sound weird, right? Because you're like, well, why wouldn't you want to start off with some really good armor? Well, it's simple. With really good armor, it just means that, like, one, I play a lot more aggressive when I have really good armor on only one unit. I like to share the wealth a lot more, and I get into the mindset when I have one guy that's in this really good armor, right? I feel like he should be comparable to the units that we had in the last run when we were at that point in the game where we had this armor. So at least that's my mindset, right? So Ike over here with 250 helmet armor and 200 body armor would be equivalent to like a level 7 or 8 unit in our peasant militia run, for an example. This armor is like, his gear is almost equivalent to what like my high end frontliners had by the time we were level 6, 7. So with that in my mind, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I can totally utilize him for that kind of thing. I'm used to them being able to tank more damage because they have more stats. Well, he doesn't have those stats, and all this does is kind of weigh him down. So, yo, what's going on, Bruce? I will say I've been loving Battle Brother Lives. Hell yeah. Happy Friday. As you know, I don't mind the extended War Tales playthrough. Thanks for putting up with my personal regional log request. I'll give you a less grindy request in the future. Kind of excited to see the animal theme playthrough that the current run's heading towards. I like how Bruce is just lurking, and then he pops up. He's like, hey man, I know you're complaining about War Tales, but I appreciate everyone in chat is just like, yeah, nah, we needed a break from War Tales. And I'm just like, yeah, no, it's going kind of slow, but I mean, we got to get through it anyway. We got a long ways to go on this one. And then Bruce is just like, oh, hey, hi guys, that's my fault. I requested it. Thank you. Hi, Bruce. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're having a good Friday. All right. So let's see here. Depending on how they push, we could put everyone on this ridge here, right? Or we can try to funnel them into 2 separate locations and have one here, right? And just have Ike here, potentially take care of his flank with Alvar, and then have these 3 guys down here to support Wolf. That may be the best idea. I think that's the play. I don't know if we get that opportunity at this point because I think I took too much time. But we'll see. We will see. So we're going to use Alvar here. Right? Actually, we're going to put Alvar right there. We're going to put Heinrich right here. So Heinrich will be able to help by hitting here. Anyone over here, and then this guy. And then we're going to move Ike right there. Hoping this helps. I'm not entirely certain. Realistically, I definitely should have put Alvar down here instead of Wolf, because Wolf only has a net. But nets are OP. Just remember, nets are OP. I just know you're kind of doing it as a solid for me, so I want to let you know how much I appreciate it. Mention Wartails summons a wild Bruce. Yes, saying Wartails is like saying Candyman in front of a mirror 3 times. I just love how Bruce just appears out of the woodwork sometimes. He's just like, hey, hi, everybody. Which makes me appreciate it, because that means he's watching, right? That means he's just always, he's like, what's that? What's that one, so we're like Monsters Inc. What's that one like slug monster that's the receptionist at Monsters Inc., right? I'm watching you, Mr. Wazowski. Always watching. That's how I envision Bruce at this point, because Bruce just randomly pops up whenever you mention his name. He's like, oh yeah, I'm here. Types in chat. All right. So we want the brigand thug here to get taken care of, right? I don't think we can kill him outright, but we can try. We got him low, and we injured his shoulder for sure. Let's go for a kill. We got the kill. Great. Now, the scary part's gonna be this. And he missed. Okay, that's beautiful. So now, I really want... I'm scared, because I don't want to kill this guy's armor. But we don't have daggers. We don't have the opportunity to dagger him down. We just got to get lucky, right? Like, if we get a headshot here, that's like guaranteed money. That was not a headshot. We basically destroyed that armor. That's what I get for hoping, ladies and gentlemen. It's what we get here, which is very, very unfortunate. Alvar, I need you to spear wall and pray. Okay. You got the kill. Getting somewhere. Now, we're going to move Wolf up here to give a hand. Okay. Go for stun. No. Net. And then stun. Oh no. I'm like, oh, this is a big brain play. What happens? He instantly just gets clubbed down like a baby freaking. Oh my. Oh, no. Oh, that's like clubbing penguins in Ark when you're trying to get organic polymer. He just like, oh, that. Thanks for the fishing net. Clunk. Instantly taken out. That was. Oh, well, so much for that guy. It's okay. He wasn't my favorite anyway. Everything's fine. This is all going not according to plan, but we'll be okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna cry only a lot. Homie, you have an 80% chance to hit. I'm pretty sure that said 80. I could be wrong. Why are you missing? Okay. So here's the next thing. I'm scared. I'll need a perma character named like Overlord, or just let me know when the super chat thresholds to make that happen. We need to play a game that you can stream where all your Discord YouTube subs can join you. That'd be fun. So I have done community streams before, where I tried to do like community-based servers where it would be stuff like a Minecraft server or an Ark server or 7 Days to Die. Like, we've tried to do that. We've tried doing Arma. Like, I've tried doing those types of things where viewers can play with us and everything, but we never really got that much interest. So what slowly happens is people who are longtime viewers like Soro, they just become so used to the community and like ingrained into the community that we all just end up gaming together eventually, right? But we could do, and it doesn't even necessarily need to be live streams. We could do it like where it's not a live stream, because my multiplayer live streams just don't do well. I mean, it is what it is. but we could do, you know, we could do recordings if we wanted to record anything or try to make content out of it. But if we just want to have fun and play games together, that's perfectly fine. And if we have enough community support and there's enough interest rather for that to be something that people want, then yeah, we can totally do that. I'm not opposed to that at all by any means. By all means, I appreciate you guys coming out and like hanging out in chat and everything like that and watching, so we can always do stuff. Among Us, I've actually never played Among Us, so I'm totally fine with that. We can totally do Among Us for something like that. Because I don't have the most flexible schedule anymore. Like I only stream once a week, right? I'm not sure about doing a community stream unless it's like a big event where it's just like, oh hey, like once every couple of months we do something like that, or if we hit like a threshold we can do. But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm not opposed to by any means. We can definitely do Among Us. Okay, we're gonna send Wolf up here and pray. We better be praying harder. We need to pray a lot harder. Okay, we got to kill. Don't kill Wolf. Don't you dare kill Wolf. Bro, there's an 87% chance you missed twice. Thank you. Holy shit. Absolutely freaking bonkers. The amount of misses that we have here. Okay, don't kill Wolf. Okay, we're good. We're good. We got a headshot on that guy too, by the way. That was actually pretty clutch. Oh, so we hit a 52, but we missed an 87 twice. Ike, you are trash. I want you to understand this. You are the embodiment of garbage. Wolf, I need you to get that guy. I'm going to try to run him down. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's mathematically possible for me to run him down, but we're going to attempt. We did. We ran him down. Oh, and he instantly turned and burned on us. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're going for it. 94% chance. I wanted it. Alvar is still alive, but he's not the one I wanted. Whatever. We got some armor out of it. We got a pitchfork. I mean, we won. We got some levels. That was worth it. Community Baldur's Gate 3 stream. Okay. Now you're being... Okay. I don't think our community's not necessarily big enough to where Baldur's Gate 3 is out of the question, but I don't think we're gonna get very far. Right? Like, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Baldur's Gate 3 is a big game. It's a long game. All right. Let's see here. There's also some games that have like Twitch integration, which unfortunately I'm not on Twitch, right? Well, not unfortunately. I don't like Twitch as a platform. And I'm not a huge fan of how it's being ran. That's why ultimately I left Twitch and came to YouTube. So at least that's my thought process behind that, right? So there are games that have that type of interactivity where you can actually have units that essentially become or not necessarily units, but like they have in-game functionality where, you know, viewers can essentially like kind of change how things go within the game. So that's also something that's completely possible. I can look into seeing if we have anything like that to where chat can actually influence the game itself, and see if any of that works for YouTube. But yeah, if interested, I don't have a community to play games with, and Outcast Gaming is my closest community that I engage with. Yeah, no, Bruce, I don't know what time zone you're in, but all you, for the most part, a lot of us are active in there. And, I mean, not necessarily like chats. There's a lot of chats in there, right? But it wouldn't be out of the question or really like awkward or anything like that. If you see anyone in there, just hop in and talk for the most part, because I mean, I know whenever I go in there, like typically people will show up pretty quickly. But sometimes you know, I'll be busy or something like that, and then I'll see someone else that's just sitting in chat, and then I'll have to hop in there and give them some company because I don't like people being alone in chats because that's not fun. But yeah, no. So by any means, if you ever see me just in chat with people or something like that, hop in there. It's fine. Snap is a short game. What is Snap? What is Snap? You want to see a community game that's gonna make me rage? You should play Rounds with me. It'll get me so pissed off. For the love of God, Rounds and 100% orange juice. Those are the games that will make me just see red. There used to be a couple 100% orange juice streams out there that I did on Twitch, and those just never went well for my mental health. Not necessarily just in general as like a stream, but just God, that it's essentially Mario Party, but even more broken. I think if I played 100% orange juice, I think Overlord would come out of the woodwork and pop up just to play with us and then beat me and then leave. You should play EU4 and we should be able to invest real money into your enemies. Like you should play Ireland. I'll invest $100 for England to pub stomp you with max. Okay. So the reason why I don't play EU4 is the same reason why I don't like playing 100% orange juice. I am fucking cursed with some games when it comes down to RNG, okay? Just fucking cursed. And EU4 is one of those games. And that game will make me pissed too. I just don't like seeing red. I don't like people that are I try to have a nice community. I try to have everyone like help each other out and be friendly. You don't need to see me raging. You don't need to see like the like all of that stuff. That stuff from, you know, the past me. No, we don't need to see any of that anger. That's not healthy. There's a reason why I don't stream League of Legends or like Call of Duty. Because that makes my blood pressure go up. Just But yeah, I know that's rage bait. What are you waiting for? I know who that is. I knows you. I sees you. I respect you. But no. I miss Overlord. Snap, the card game. Among Us would probably be best, but would definitely need a good amount of people. Yeah, if we have like, I don't know if we actually have enough active people in the community that would be willing to play Among Us. But we could definitely try, right? Because you need what, like 8 people for Among Us? And I don't think we have, like, we obviously have like people, right? Like there's like these live streams, even for the VODs, we still get like a couple hundred views or whatever, right? So that's definitely something that we can't do by any means if people are interested, and that, you know, drives more community interactivity. I'm perfectly fine with that. Blame the RNG, sure. Okay, maybe I'm just trash. What are you waiting for? Like, you ever think about that? Like, maybe I'm just garbage at EU4, and I don't want people seeing me play like garbage on every game I play. So, trying to reduce the amount of games that I play garbage. You can't see me being mad. Oh, Sean. If you want to hear some stories, you need to. What Are We Waiting For has got some stories about me being mad. I mean, honestly, Soro does too. Soro's definitely seen me mad too, or at least heard me like rage. If you play me in rounds, like you'll see me rage. 8 would be best for Among Us. Okay. I already know what's going to happen if we play Among Us, Soro. You guys are just going to vote me out instantly, regardless of whether or not I am the imposter. Because that's the kind of shit I would expect from you. It's not me. I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. Oh, okay. Clyde was not the imposter. Skill issue, not RNG. Bro, everything's a skill issue with me. I want you to understand that. There's no such thing as RNG. It's just a skill issue. Just remember that. If you guys ever find yourself... If you guys just ever find yourself like in a game, in real life or anything like that, and just something's just not going your way, just remember, it's a skill issue. Just get good. Just get good. Man, dude, my boss really has like really out for me. He's making my life hell at work. Sorry, man. It's just a skill issue. Maybe if you were better at your job, your boss wouldn't be so up your ass. For any of you guys that don't understand my sense of humor, that's sarcasm. For the love of God, please don't take that at face value. He's onto us. We need to see Clydian play a non-turn-based game so we can see him rage against a tough boss fight. Oh, deliver cargo to Hacken the Guildmaster and Gimmenstadt about a day to the north by road. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. That's one of the reasons why I play turn-based game. Well, so, I mean, I don't know what you mean. So here's the thing, Bruce. If you see me play a game that's not turn-based, okay, the problem is, right, so I'm going to level set with you guys, and I know I keep going to the big camera anyway, but and y'all keep distracting me from actual Battle Brothers. But this is the real reason why I play turn-based games. I have ADHD, okay? I'm neurodivergent, and which is obvious when you think about how I talk. But with how I focus, if I'm playing a fast-paced game, I focus in too much and I'll lose track of chat. And I really enjoy having the ability to communicate and like interact with my community, right? And if you see me play too many like super intense games, I will get so focused into the game that it will take me a long time to catch up on chat. And that's the main reason why I don't do that. That's why I focus on turn-based strategy games or just turn-based games in general, because it still allows me to focus a lot, right? But it gives me the ability to say, let's take a second and let's like, you know, talk and whatnot. So that's the real reason why I do that. It's so I can make sure that I'm doing right by you guys and I'm able to like talk and like interact. Because you don't want to see someone that's just staring at a screen and like talking to themselves the entire time and not interacting with chat. That just seems dumb. That's not fun. I understand that that's what a lot of bigger streamers do eventually because they can't keep up with chat, and then the only time that they interact is when there's like a text to speech that goes off, right? But Soro, to be honest, can't read fast enough whenever he's doing text to speech for me, because obviously I don't know how to read. So that's the biggest thing is you got to remember Soro's trying to read everything to me. I would never do that to you. Goes to my 9-year-old niece. What do you mean you failed your math test? Do better. Clyde said so. Bro. I mean. Oh, man. I'm going to tell that to my nephew. Uncle Clyde, what does this mean? It just means that you're not good. You tried getting better. My sister would disown me. Just straight up. All of my relatives would just be like, no, you're not telling a 5-year-old that. I'm like, well, did you think that maybe I wouldn't have to tell the 5-year-old that if they were just better better at what they're doing? Okay, so our current mission, I know my big mug's in the way and my cursor's like up here in the top right corner. So what we're doing is we're trying to find the Tomb of the Mad King to the east and around the region of Vinland. Well, we're at Vendland, but I'm not seeing a Tomb of the Mad King anywhere. So we've got the burned ruins, but that's not what we're looking for. There it is. We found it, and now we're running away. So we have 7 more days. We need to complete 3 more contracts for us to get bonus renown. And that's one of the things why I'm pushing for a lot of these quicker contracts. 1, it's early game. 2, we could really use a little bit of extra cash, right? Or extra renown to boost us up to where we get paid more and we get access to better contracts. 240 crowns to secure the tomb that we just found. But it's undead. It's undead. We have 1,000 crowns. We only have 10 tools. we're going into an undead fight. So that means swords, not spears. Rugged surcoat. We can rock that. What else can we do? Well, if it's true, it's true. Zoro's gonna give me a kicked out of the family cookout. We're gonna hire the brawler because we definitely need another guy. Oh my god. He is impatient, which is okay. But the two, wow. Okay. I'm not mad. That's serviceable, at the very least serviceable. Let's give him an axe actually, because we need a little bit of damage going in against undead guys. Pierce leg muscles for Henrik. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal for him, considering he's a backliner. This is a 1-star, so realistically we shouldn't be going up against too many enemies, but it's probably going to be somewhere around the region of 6. Get in trouble with the brother? Look, it's that or teach her to swear. I'm fairly confident I've already taught my nephew to swear already, because I curse a lot and I don't have the best filter in general. So, oops. There is a reason. I try to be very mindful of what's going on. You know what? We're gonna take it. We're fucking taking it, and we're sending it. We're sending it, and if it looks like it's gonna be a wipe, we're gonna run. Like, what else is new? We can do this. Easy. It can't be that bad. Surely it won't be that bad, right? Right? Guys, if we lose the third one, then we're obviously not going to try to do this start a 4th time, and we'll have to start a different Battle Brothers background. The grave oh, it's grave robbers. Okay, well that's better than undead. Holy shit, there's 7 of them. Okay, okay. I'm gonna funnel you guys. Forest. There's a sarcophagus. Okay, sarcophagus. Tree. Boulder. Okay. I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength. Famous last words. So, you know what? This is a great segue. My question to you, for those of you who are in chat right now, if we have to do a different run, because I didn't really get any input when we started when we attempted the Oathtakers origin, right? What origin would you guys want to see if we had to do a different Battle Brothers livestream? Entertain me. Let me know. Let me better serve you in the content in which you wish to see. Come hither. Hither. You're not hithering enough. I said hither. I don't think they can push an attack any further. Okay. Attack 60% versus 70. We're obviously gonna go for the 70. And we're gonna miss one, which sucks, because that would have been a nice kill. 85 versus 70. We're gonna go for the 85. And we missed one, which would have sucks, because that could have been a kill. Okay. We're gonna go for the kill here, so he can't do anything. All right. Lone Wolf. I hate you so much, Sorrow. The joy of all these guys. Thanks. I got this. 1 second later, 7. I spoke too soon. I am in. That's the. It's the. I'm in danger. Oh, that was a good hit. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. We're gonna send it. Fuck. 270s? Like, homie, are you even... So irritating. Okay, we're gonna go for that kill, right? Can I... Do I get an attack in with this guy? I do. Okay. Shit. Okay. I don't get a second hit with him. That was excellent. Oh my god, we might actually clutch this. Those guys are running. We're gonna take a step, go for a stab. We missed. He's dead. He's dead. Okay, okay. We're getting somewhere. Oh my god. We did it. We didn't lose anybody. Boom. Boom. Guys, that's the turning point. This run's sticking around until the next fight. But yeah. Anatomist, but you can use potions till day you can't use potions till day 70. Noble Lord was one. No, Noble Lord is not one. So you have a lot of backgrounds, a lot of origins. So you would have the you have a standard, which is just normal. You have Southern Nomads, which is normal but southern. You got barbarians, where you start out with some barbarians. You got gladiators. You got lone wolf, where your actual general, like your character in the game, is actually a unit that you use. So if he dies, the game's over. You've got the anatomists, which are like witchers, so to speak. Whenever you beat monsters, you'll get the first time you beat a special type of monster, you'll get a potion, and then that potion gives you permanent effects on whatever unit drinks it. I like anatomists, but I also dislike anatomists, since you only get one potion at a time. Like, I tend to pull the old Skyrim, where I just hold on to them forever until I get the perfect bro, which basically never happens. So then I end up never using them, and then you just take the hit for anatomists for nothing. Peasant militia, which you already know, you just have an army of people. We're currently doing Oathtakers. There's like poachers, which have bonuses in movement and scouting in the woods. You've got beast hunters, which give extra beast drops. There's a few. There's the cultists, the Davkol cultists. Those guys. Now those guys are fun. At least I enjoy it. 50 crowns in advance. Hunt down whatever terrorizes the town. You know what? We're a little fucked up. So let me make sure that we're somewhat prepared here. Oh my god, dude, we're hurting. The good news is we have better daggers now. So that's nice, and we will attempt to make sure everyone else has at least something, right? Dude, these guys actually gained a lot of levels. Holy shit. Okay. Ike. Boom. Levels. Okay. Men, mid. That's a really good roll, actually, for initiative. So we're going to grab that. And I'm going to be real here. I think we're going to take dodge. Yeah, Ike really does have the stats for dodge. He really does have the stats for dodge. Also has it'd be really beneficial for him to have gifted too, I'm not gonna lie. And he misses a lot currently, so that may be a good idea too. He really is built to be a dodge forge. A dodge forge newt. Gladiator, or however you spell it. Gifted or dodge? Gifted or dodge? Let's do dodge. Why not give myself even more reason to be pissed off at the RNG gods? besides giving us even more RNG. Okay. Sell her. What do we got here? Okay, well, we got a 3 in melee defense, which is what's expected. A 2 in melee skill is average. Okay, we need that. I don't want to take a 3 in resolve, but we probably should. Or we could do a max roll on hit points. We're going to do the max roll on hit points. And then we're going to do not 9 lives. We're going to do Colossus. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Wolf. You already have Colossus? Oh, thank you for the max rolls. Oh, yeah, the max rolls. All the max rolls. Well, 2. 3. 3 max rolls. Okay. You do have some pretty good stats. We are going to give you Gifted. I want to give you Dodge, but I can't give you Dodge yet. We need to patch up these holes. 100% patch up the holes. So we're going to take the max roll and resolve because we need that, and then we're going to do melee defense instead of doing anything for health or fatigue or anything like that. Henrik. +3, cool. +4, ooh, that's not a max roll. We'll do the +4 to range defense. And then we are going to do a we could increase his fatigue, I'm not gonna lie, and that'd probably be a good idea. Do we do the fatigue? Sounds to me like you forgot to give your offering to the RNG gods. No. How does one offer a sacrifice to the RNG gods? Riddle me this. How do you do that? Do I just need to sit here and just roll a bunch of dice? I've got some dice. Give me a second. You guys want to know how you can identify a D&D nerd? You see if they have metal dice. This is a D20. I'm sure that the camera kind of picks that up, but this is metal. I don't know if the mic will pick this up, but that is metal. Metal. This is how you know that you have the power of a god when you roll. And I roll like shit, so we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. But yeah. All right. Honestly, he's a nimble guy. We do need to give him some fatigue anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to give him rally. Yeah, we're gonna give him rally. And we should be good. Should be good on that. We have food. We do not have tools, or many tools. And we don't want to buy tools here because those are expensive. So let's see if we can hunt down what's around here without getting completely foobarred. 3 direwolves. Okay. Knowing that it's 3 direwolves now that I know this. This is 23 armor. This is 21 armor. Okay. We are going to swap armors out real quick on this guy. We are going to give him this, and we are going to, if I remember correctly, this is only a plus 10% chance, but this is a plus 20% chance. Correct. We are swapping our weapons out, and we are going to do a different formation going into this, but we can handle 3 direwolves. All right. For a good few seconds, I was lost. R&D. I'm reading it as MG. MG, and I was like, huh? It's RNG. Yeah, RNG. Then I clicked and I was like, oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. I'm hoping that we don't get completely foobarred here. Hoping. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. No! No! They got the double kill! 66, 75. We'll go for the 75. Pray that he manages to stay alive for 3 attacks. Okay, he's good. I'm not worried about Ike at all here. I just need him to do some damage. Henrik, stay alive for 3 more attacks. 2. Okay, you're good. You'd be even more good if Ike hit his fucking attacks. You're dead now, aren't you? Oh my god, we're so freaking lucky. This is why I put extra points into melee defense. Okay, come on. Come on. Hit it. Thank you. All right, we lost Wolf and Geisler, which is unfortunate. We did not get paid enough for that. That's okay. Not the wolves. Not the wolves. Okay, the last time we wiped was due to hyenas for the last big run, okay? Just so we're tracking here. It wasn't wolves, it was hyenas, which it arguably is about the same. I mean, it's pretty close. We need 6 more days of this. We only need 1 more contract. Have I even taken a look at the map? Did I ever take a look at this map? I think this map's new, right? I think we just went off and started doing random bullshit. Right? Yeah, I don't. Okay, I don't think we ever looked at this and actually like tried to figure out where we needed to go. Okay, so we have an iron mine down here. We have nothing there. It's just a port. That's just a port. This is a port with nothing good. This does not have a port. Okay, and so I'm not really too interested in it. This does not have any good mines. This doesn't have a port, and then this doesn't have a port. God, those desert areas are awful for logistics. We are here. Okay. We have a salt mine up here and a copper mine at Wolfheiden. And that is close to a citadel. I think we go to Wolfheiden. I think Wolfheiden's going to be our best bet. So we're going to walk up there and we're going to kind of just pray a little bit that, pray to the RNG gods that we get there without getting completely foolbarred. We have 27 armor on that. We have 23 here. We have 39 here. Believe it or not, we're going to wear the 39 armor because it's more, even though it's not good armor. We need to repair our mail shirt, but I'm hoping that we can make it here without getting found. We have plenty of food. We have plenty of crowns, at least for all things considered. We have some gear. I mean, we've leveled up a little bit. We're getting to the point where we'll be able to start carrying like the rest of the squad with these units, but yeah. Okay, we have a 1-star contract here, and we can hire a day tailor. Okay, and we could hire a shepherd. I'm not a huge fan of shepherds. At least I just feel like they're just suboptimal. And a miner. Miners aren't terrible either, but we have a caravan that we can do. A day to the south. That's not bad. And then we have the marketplace here, which is a 354, 229. So if we did the caravan, I think we'd be able to come up here and get a lot of money via trades. But I am going to buy some tools while we're here. We definitely need the tools. We should probably hire at least 1 unit. Day tailor is going to be my go-to because I do prefer day tailors. They typically have some pretty decent stats, at least when it comes down to fatigue. And that is the case here. Doesn't have the best stats in general, but I mean, it's okay. I honestly don't know what the min or the max are for day tailors in general, but I'm not too mad about his current stat line. It's not good by any means, but I mean, I'll deal with it. And we have to go here. So here's to hoping we can get there without getting... Okay, we just had an army go through here. We had 2 armies go through here. What's the likelihood that we get attacked after having 2 armies go through? Oh, the 3rd army goes... We're fine. There's nothing... And we should be fine. We just had the freaking actual army patrols go by 3 times during that. A-okay. Drive off the brigands southeast of Finsterweiler. Okay, we can do this if we rest throughout the night, get here in dawn, hire another unit. We can't hire another unit. These guys cost too much. Do you have any gear that I can get? We have wood, but the wood's not gear. Everything's so expensive here, bro. Bro, what on earth? Well, I say it's so expensive here. It's actually cheap. It's actually super cheap. It's cheaper than what it should cost. I'm just poor. Maybe that's the reason why everything happens for guys. Bad things don't happen because, you know, it's expensive. It's just that you're just poor. You can't afford things because they're expensive. It's just because you're poor. At least that's how it works for me. Last map view was a while back. The gold gem mine. Yep, that one was a good one. Dagger. What do you mean dagger, Sean? Okay, well, we could buy a spear here for like 70, which isn't bad, but that's not great. A bundle of javelins for sub 200. Honestly, do we have anyone that would be even remotely decent with javelins? Carl. I think I want to buy javelins, but I also know that I'm not going to get good usage out of them. And I don't know if we're going to be able to drive off a bunch of brigands with our current squad. At least not until we're able to hire some more people. All right. And honestly, guys, this is a fairly decent stopping point. We've managed to survive, not even to the end of the first 10 days or anything like that, but we managed to survive something. But guys, that is all we've got for tonight. For your company, you have one, but not attached to anyone. I don't think anyone has one. Oh, you know what? That's a good point, Sean. I'll have to make sure that I'm not going to remember that by next week, of course, but maybe you'll remind me. But anyway, guys, that's about all we got for tonight. Sorry for having to do like a 2-part stream tonight due to technical difficulties and everything like that. But hey, third time's a charm, and we're gonna make this run work, right? We didn't lose our bannerman when we hit flea this run so far, and we're doing okay, right? We're not doing terrible. We're doing okay. We'll be fine. But yeah, anyways, that's all I've got for tonight. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope to catch you all next time. Until then,